Go ahead. You guys
Triangle?
go ahead and play. Yeah. Go ahead and play, dude. Dude, this guy, dude. I mean, he wants to know how to play this game, bro. Like, he knows how to play it, but it's something missing. You know what I mean, Demon?
Oh, he wants to learn like the neutral basis of the game, like properly at a high level.
Yes. Sir.
Experience is what I'm missing. You know what I'm saying? But also the fundamentals. Yeah.
Alright, like what character you plan on picking up though? Like that's the thing you gotta ask yourself first. Like, what character are you really attempt to actually go all out with? That's comfortable with your style.
When I was younger, it was Chun-Li, you know, just for playing it at people's house or whatever, and I didn't even really do that. But when I first got the game on Super Nintendo, you know, when I was older, when I started collecting games, it was Chun-Li. But ever since I've started pursuing to learn and perfect this game, it's been Street Fighter, Ryu.
Ryu?
Yeah.
Not bad. On here, a lot of people are gonna say like, you know, Ryu is kind of limited, which is true, but at the same time, he's a great character on things
but it's one of the
because of his arsenals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I have a hard time with my Dragon Punches on this PS4.
Dude, you gotta give it to Ryu, dude. He does a lot of fucking damage, dude.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, even though he's limited to like what he can do, the damage is what really counts. So, as a Ryu player, you're really kind of like waiting for the capitalization rather than zoning. Because zoning, the only true zoner here is Remy. And he has to rush down. Even though he can zone, he has to rush down.
Remy is weak.
Yeah, he's weak. The stun is so... Basically, Ryu could finish this match less than 11 seconds. If you get one good jump in, the heavy punch, and then you do the EX donkey kick, and after that you go for either reset or an uppercut, I'm close to stun. And I'll probably be in stun if you get a super somehow. Because he has insane juggles, Ryu.
I don't know many combos, like real combos.
Like
I know
the combos, yeah. Like I'm gonna let you know, the combos are gonna be basically close quarters, but you don't want to like risk on going too flashy, if you know what I mean. You just want to get the basics first. Once you get comfortable in you know, like the uppercuts, like you're practicing your uppercuts, right? Yeah. I would practice that precisely, because if you were to buff route a super and they were to block, you know, here the super is...
How long you play this game, you're never gonna dominate it, dude. Honestly. You're always gonna learn something new, bro.
Yeah, like there's always new ways to punish. And there's things that I've figured out that I didn't even know that would work, you know, like I would just attempt it and it fucking worked. Because like the hitboxes in this game is a bit strange with each character, the stuns. So combos with characters like Ryu and Ken, they're really simple. They're really damn simple, but you have to know which combo to actually provide yourself for these damages, because there's characters that are smaller or bigger and they may not work. So you have to know what to optimize. Like that range. You see the range that he was at, and I got him with the 360 wake up. Most characters don't have a good fucking grapple like Alex. Alex has to be like in your face, and he has to throw in if he can manage to get the light kick, then you're in range of getting grabbed with Alex. However, Hugo has a 6-frame wake up on his command grab, so it's quick. The only way you're gonna actually get out of that is if you jump back. But a lot of people, they think the first thing they think, oh, I'm gonna dash back or walk back. you made the biggest mistake.
Yeah.
If you backdash, you're still actually open. There's still a hitbox that I could lean into.
Right.
So there's a lot of things you have to look forward besides the whole combo.
So in this game, when you're walking backwards, you don't just have, like, if I were to throw like if you were walking backwards and I were to throw a punch, jab, you know,
yeah, a jab.
You'd stop and block and hyper fight him, right? But in this, there is no.
In this game, you get punished for it. Yeah.
You're saying that there's a hitbox when you decide to do a backdash.
Yeah, there's a hitbox when you decide to do it.
Actually,
yeah.
it's a hitbox. Yes.
Right. Wow. Okay.
So you have a small chance of recovering back.
Okay. Right.
Which is, it's like I said, dude, like after so many years, dude, like nobody, dude. Like everybody said Daigo, like I'm saying Daigo, dude, is the best player. But it's not just the most effective player.
Not a third strike. He's the best supposedly in Street Fighter 2. But according to Jeff Schaefer, he's actually the best. Like Tomohara and all them, Ahira, my bad, Tomohira. Daigo is only well known because he's won so many Turbo. In Third Strike, there's so many fucking names, dude, that it's not even funny. They're mainly from Japan, but there's really no dominant player. I mean, there's these guys that are so fucking intimidating, dude. It's insane, dude. But here in the U.S., the most intimidating players in Third Strike are Nika KO, Rennick. Unfortunately, Rennick he's no longer active. 5-star. You got like Alex Valle who was picking this up, but Alex Valle ain't as strong as here like he was in Alpha. In Alpha, that was a game that he dominated, including Daigo. In fact, Daigo dominated in Alpha. That's really his game, where he beat Alex Valle.
I don't even know if I've really watched Alpha.
Alpha is bigger in Japan. Alpha 2 is bigger here in the US because the mechanics are simple.
You know, to be true, dude, Alpha, dude, it's actually broken, dude. Alpha, dude.
Yeah, it's broken as fuck. That's the reason why everyone avoided 3 because of the meter.
Yeah. And
Alpha 2 was too balanced. But it was also broken in ways too because you had a tier list.
Yeah, Ryu is the most fast character, dude, in Alpha 2. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, and Alpha 3, man, he's beast-like, dude, and Akuma too.
Yeah.
Akuma's so broken in an Alpha 3.
Yeah, now you try to parry, dude, all the time, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. Like I said, I usually play hyper fighting, so I have no idea. I don't even really focus, like, when I play Turbo, I don't even super that much, you know what I'm saying? I have to remember when I see it, I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot.
You see, the beauty, believe it or not, dude, I know Timo, it doesn't agree with me in this. Are you ready? But the beauty about this 30th anniversary edition, dude, is so many styles of fighting, dude. And I know, dude, we have a great connection, but the fucking network with other people sometimes, dude, it's fucking horrible, dude.
It's terrible, yeah.
It's unplayable. And it's bullshit, dude, because Capcom is making a killing, dude, out of this shit. And
yeah, I know, it's wild.
They don't fucking fix the fucking network. Dude, it's like, believe it or not, dude.
You know, I had Wi-Fi, and it was giving me lag, and people were like backing out on like when they would play me, and I didn't know why. You know, I just had a lot more people. You know, before I got a landline, you know, they were backing out, so it might have been me. And then I got a landline, and it never skips when I play with somebody.
That's right. No.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to have a landline because if you use the Wi-Fi, dude, if you use the Wi-Fi, dude. Believe it or not,
it gets worse with Wi-Fi, dude.
Yeah. You're gonna lag. You're gonna lag, bro. You're gonna lag. That's why, dude. always, dude. I always use the cable, dude. Always.
Even if you get wired, you have to notice that the servers on these games, they have the whole way how they get this wiring between players receiving the end of the connection. If the servers are overloaded, you'll feel lag. So net coding, like everything you see on your screen, may not be at the right moment or the right timing that you're seeing in your screen. So therefore, you'll feel like there's an advantage.
Like GGPO?
Yeah, like GGPO. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not many people remember that. I remember GGPO was like the best thing that ever happened in PC.
It's like, dude, believe it or not, dude, that's still missing a Street Fighter Online Edition, bro.
Yeah, it was so recommended that was the first time I saw GGPO from from PC to console on the online edition, dude. You could play like pings that were unplayable. In your mind, you would go like, there's no way I could play somebody with a ping of 182, but you could. You would play it like sturdy with no lag, no stuttering. It was just insane. Because like the recommended ping was 50, but it was impossible to get that on Xbox Live.
Remember how we do it with the King of Fighters, dude? When we played with people in 1998, King of Fighters 98, Ultimate Match.
Yeah.
I mean, people with 120 ping, we could play it with no lag at all, dude.
It was strange, man,
yeah.
But that's how that net code worked. Oh my god, nice.
I got you, bro.
I was trying to think of a device. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Because like back in the day, dude. I mean, we play online edition, dude, and I don't play at all, dude. I don't play Third Strike. I'll kid you not, dude. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I don't play Third Strike at all, dude. At all, dude. Because I don't, dude. And then Demon of the Mist get into this game, dude. And I'm a King of Fighters player, dude. I'm a fucking beast in King of Fighters, dude. And it's hard to me to say, dude, that Street Fighter Third Strike, dude, until this day, dude, it's the most balanced fucking game ever made, dude. Because until this day, you keep fucking learning more stuff, dude, out of it, dude. It's like I say, like nobody told me that this fucking game, like nobody, dude. Like you can say, oh, it's the best in the world. No, dude. You may win a tournament tonight, and you lose the tournament tomorrow, dude. With the same guy. It's fucking crazy, dude. But it's true, dude.
Yeah, like, well, going to tournaments and playing online are two different things. You gotta put that in mind that when you play an arcade, because like I'm used to playing arcade and I play on an arcade stick, and Chucky plays on pad, or Geese Tower, he plays on pad, the inverted one. Now there's a huge difference when you're playing between a controller. The controller doesn't make a better player. The player that is more comfortable and you can adjust the ways of those diagonals, you could improve later on. You just have to practice those moves that you don't get very often. But there are some players that feel like it is a bit easier on stick. And the reason why is because of the uppercut motion, or when you're crouched and you're going for them crouch combos most of the time.
Like, dude,
you have to be very careful still.
I've been playing fighting games since Street Fighter 2, when they came on the arcades, dude. Like, but I stopped playing it, dude, because in the United States, dude, the arcade scene died in 2000, dude. Like, nobody go to the arcades no more. And most of that is because the Dreamcast came out, and they came out with that like arcade conversion to house in home, dude. Not even PlayStation did that. Not even N64 did that shit. So it was fucking beautiful, dude, when that happened. So people like me, dude, it's like, oh, dude, I don't have to go to the fucking arcade no more. I can play in my house and by my friends. But then again, dude, it's how you basically you kill the arcade doing that. And then the online came out. The online came out, dude. It's like when you grow up, dude, as an adult, dude, you got no time to go to the arcade no more. You got no time to go to the tournaments no more. You actually have to plan for months, dude, right, Demon? You have to make plans if you go to the tournament. Like, we have to go in months, dude. Like probably, dude, believe it or not, dude. It's like, okay, this tournament coming up, so you actually have to plan it months ahead. And it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. But that's how today is, dude. And this is what we got right now, dude. We can only play online. That's it. And we have to deal with a fucking lag.
Hey. Okay.
Ya subí, pero las cosas. ¿Está hablando con Micaela o no?
Come on, dude, you got this guy, bro. You can beat this guy. There we go. Ooh. That was fucking uncalled for it. Why they fucking counted you? Why they fucking counted you? What a bitch, bro.
A lot of these characters, I'm not ready for what they're gonna do. I haven't played against that dude much. You know, maybe like 20 times realistically
with that
in my
dude?
life. You know, against Sean. Is that his name?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what he's about to do to me. You know.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that. I only play like hyper fighting. I'm just trying to build my base upon that.
What happened? Oh shit! Did we skip everything?
Yeah, I guess
you again? Oh, what the fuck, dude? I just went to get a beer, dude.
I thought you did that on purpose because you wanted me to rematch him.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah, I got him.
That's cool. You gotta do a rematch. But see, sometimes, dude, there's people like that, they only sit in the room and they don't fucking play. Yeah, you almost got it, baby. You almost got it. What is the demon? Why demon got quiet so suddenly?
No. You
almost got it, bro. Let's
Hold
all
on.
good. It's all good, baby. It's
I'm
all
nervous.
Good.
I'm nervous right now.
Why are you nervous, dude? Why? Why?
There you go. Demon.
Yeah, Demon. I think Demon is doing something.
Okay.
I'm next. I'm next. I'm next. There you go.
Battle. Well, I got the picture. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
He's down for the count.
Are you ready?
I played this guy before.
Go.
Do it again.
Oh, I think he might be a friend of mine.
Is
to be
it?
honest. Yeah. Yeah. I played him the other day.
Well, he doesn't know how to play with Ryu very well, dude.
Fighters.
Mhm.
Engage.
See that? That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, nobody told me that this game, like dominated. Do it again, dude. That was his downfall.
It's like Street Fighter 2
You win.
is super like basic, and then you have
Oh, what's up? This is up.
Turbo.
What's up, Chunky Thailand?
oh
I don't know what's. Well, oh shit, let's go. My bad. I was watching the stream, dude.
you're good.
This guy, Chunky Thailand. That said your game was good. It is fucking good. Oh, Alpha 3. Sorry, dude.
This battle.
You good? I don't know what we're trying to
Well,
play.
I got. Yeah. I've been waiting for this. Are you ready? Go.
Like, people who know how to play this game, dude, they don't jump, dude, at all, dude. They don't
Yeah, I
jump.
know it. I'm yeah, right.
That's fucking crazy, right?
Yeah. Jesus.
You got me there, bro, come on. You got me there. Don't be nervous, dude. Get mad, dude. I'll do what I do, bro. Just drink a beer and chill. That's what I do, bro. Defense too. Maybe you need to try some other characters, dude. I mean, maybe Ken is for you, bro. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I've really never played with another character before.
Well,
I
dude,
did,
that was
like-
my problem, dude. That was honestly, believe it or not, dude, that was my problem, dude. When I was the first time that I started playing this game, bro, nothing but real, dude. And then dude, I was good with Ryu, dude, but then people got figured out how to play it.
I've been waiting for this.
And then one time, you know what? I just killed it. I just to fucking can, dude. And I was like, wait. I like the way Ken play. More my style, more faster, more aggressive.
Right.
Because Ryu's more like lay back.
Go.
Like you have to more defensive.
Right.
And Ken is more like you have to do damage. See that? He's just walking out of it. He's running away from me. One mistake. It's only takes one mistake. And this game, dude. And that's it.
Into the
Game over.
battle. Go for it.
Well, I can punish him right there.
See, I don't know how to do stuff like that. Like you were just doing. Like,
Dude, probably just pushing buttons. Believe it or not. Probably just pushing buttons.
right. Alright, here we go.
Because people just to get out of the corner, dude, they do some crazy ass shit, dude.
Right.
Just to get out of the corner, dude.
Battle.
Well, I was talking about what you were doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what you know what we're doing. He fuck it up. He tried to, he tried to fucking do special. And yes, some of them they push the other character away, but you're still in the corner.
Fighters ready.
Right.
Still in the corner.
Engage.
And that's another thing that, like, I don't know.
What's up? Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Talk to me, dude.
I don't know. I don't like blaming stuff on things.
What thing? Come on, you need to speak up, bro. I mean,
When I came to PS4, it's just,
Fighters engage.
I'm not playing like I was on the Super Nintendo. I don't know.
dude.
That's what I don't know.
We go to the same place.
I cannot
again.
Dragon Punch for my shit, so I have to like,
You playing in defense.
I don't know.
That's why.
Yeah, right. But that's good.
I'm
I
gonna tell you a secret, bro. That controller got a lot of shit to do with it.
right.
Because I play, as of right now, I play with a 360 D-pad transformer controller on the PS4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got an adapter to play with it.
Oh.
Because, dude, it's
Wow.
true what you're just saying, dude. It's true. I mean, it's the controller. Because for example, dude, you've been playing on the Super Nintendo controller, I don't know how many years, and suddenly you have to change to a Nintendo 64 controller. It's not the same thing. It's not, bro.
Right. My bad.
It's not.
Battle.
You know? So,
Right, yeah, that's...
it's true. Dude, I got the same problem. And I got an adapter to play in an Xbox One with that way I can play with my 360 controller. And I got an adapter to play in a PS3 with my 360 controller. Dude, I even got an adapter to play in the fucking Wii U with my 360 controller. because it's
That's
true.
crazy.
No, it's,
Right.
it's true. It's true, bro. Because you've been playing, dude, so many years with one style of controller, dude. And then suddenly, dude, the controller with the next generation system is a piece of shit, or you don't feel comfortable, dude. That's fucked up, bro. It is fucked up, bro.
I mean,
So if I recommend to you, dude, it is adapters, dude. If you feel like you can play with a Nintendo 64 controller, dude, it's adapters out there, dude. They can allow you to do that.
like I'd be holding down and back, and it's only registering down because I haven't like really,
So you
you know what I'm
me,
saying, bent it. Oh, I don't know. It just,
so right now you play with a PS4 controller, right?
yeah.
You play
I
with
didn't
it-
really have problems with it on Street
Okay.
Fighter 5. That was my first PS4 Street Fighter game.
Okay.
Like
So
I have this game on the Switch.
Are you playing with a stick or you play with a D-pad?
Not really. Yeah, I play with like a D-pad mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Just, I
you
don't know.
feel comfortable playing these games with a PS4 controller, or actually you
Well-
need to play it with which controller, with which system?
Like those, all three of those moves were supposed to be dragon punches. You know what I'm saying? That was a trick.
So that's not you. This is not your controller. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go.
I don't know. Like I'm clearly doing spin kicks sometimes and I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad.
Oh, it's good, it's good, it's good.
And I have to learn also because I've been just using heavy buttons, you know?
Oh, well, that's.
I normally find myself just using heavy, which is bad.
Why?
You know?
Go ahead, bro.
I don't know.
Fun.
I don't know.
Come on, bro. Let's play.
That ain't me, yeah. My bad.
Oh, no, you lose, bro. You lose, bro. Yeah. This is Street Fighter, bro. Everything is legal.
Alright, that's cool.
If it is in the game, it's legal. Where's Demon? Where's Demon of the Mist? Probably somebody. Is kicking his ass right now. Maybe.
Mm. My bad.
Ready, bro? What's up?
Yep, I'm ready.
Like I used to be good with dials, dude. Back in the day, dude. I'm talking about back in the
Dude,
arcade.
this is what I've been training. You know what I'm saying? I basically played with one guy, and you know he's pretty good. My bad. Hold on. I'm so afraid of Dragon Punch that I don't know. I just forget that I can just you know, there's other ways to get you. You know? I didn't mean to do that.
That was crazy. That was fucking crazy. Okay, you go for him? Huh? Baby, I'm drunk, baby. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm live on YouTube. Sorry. Hey, wait. You Chicky baby, what's up? It's not raining. Okay. I'm gonna play one more time. Damn it. Okay. Boys, I gotta go.
You gotta go?
Yeah, but I'll be back. Dude, don't go anywhere, dude. I'm gonna leave the stream live until the fucking demon shows up. I'm gonna call him right now, bro. I'm gonna call him. So,
Alright.
I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Please.
Alright.
Alright?
Yep, I got you.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Are you ready? Go! All right, that's cool. Prepare to strike. Now. You win. All right, that's cool.
Round one, fight! Hadouken! 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 Not like the world yet! Hadouken! Hadouken! Not like the world yet! Hadouken! 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 Not like the world! Hadouken! Not like the world yet! You win! Round two, fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Not like the world yet! Hadouken! Hadouken! Not like the world yet! Not like the world yet! Round 2, fight! Panic boom! Hadouken! Hadouken! Panic boom! Panic boom! Panic Hadouken! You win! Round 1, fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
I'm back, dude. I'm back. Can you hear me, dude?
Yep. Hello.
Round 2, fight!
Oh, wait, well, you got this guy. You got this guy. Oh, you got this guy, bro. All right. Guess I'm next. Let's do this.
Which one?
Whatever, bro. I'm down with it. Dude, choose anyone you want.
Battle. Well, I got to pick. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got to pick. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. The fight is ready. Engage.
That's when you take the ferry.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry, I had to mute the mic, man. I had a.
Man, we were fucking talking and you just like, fuck you guys.
Oh, wow.
Like, again, you just said fuck you guys.
Oh, man.
What?
It's my aunt. She was talking to me, man. She talks a lot.
You said you have to chill out, bro. Come on, man.
Man, she talks way too much, man. Like you cannot escape that like the conversation. You just can't, dude.
Soon as Gimme will say the long time no see you, Demon, Chucky, the Race Quitty King. Oh, what the hell?
Damn, Rage Quitting already, dude, man.
You called me out.
Oh
already.
shit, man.
It's fine, baby.
Shit. Fucking damn Street Fighter Hyper Turbo, man. Like, I'm trying to do a lot of damn things out here, dude. And the reason why I won't come back to SF5 is I feel like they're not gonna improve that fucking netcode, dude. Cause like I was thinking about buying it yesterday, and I'm all like, dude, they don't even have the arcade edition copy no more up in my area.
What do you mean?
Like, they don't have it no more. It's retarded, like the disc, like the arcade edition. They got the regular edition, but I need the arcade edition.
You can buy it digital, you know that, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to use my credit, dude. Like, I'm paying it off so I can get the hotel and CEO, dude.
Damn, you got the CEO? Damn,
Yeah, I'm going to CEO this year, dude. 5-star, or actually it's 4-star, which my friend told me to hotel.
Texas Showdown, didn't you? Alright, I see how it is.
Hey, man, but Texas Showdown, I gotta get like 4 days, dude. I can't get like 2 days. I'm only gonna be there for 2 days, unfortunately, dude, at CEO. So I won't be able to stay at the finals. Since I can get those days off, like the Friday and Saturday. But, you know, Sunday, I mean, Florida's only like 4-hour drive, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's only a 4-hour drive, and I really wish I could go to Texas Showdown, honestly, but, you know, because I have to make up the money that I lost in Cuba, and then I got some fucking paperwork to do, man. I wish things were a little bit easy, dude. They actually got a bit rough, dude. And then that fucking Savant wrecked the vehicle, dude.
Oh, damn, fucking stupid Savant, dude.
Oh my god! I wish you would have walked in there.
Ah, damn it, too bad, dude. Fucking Dim, you still
Damn,
got it,
man.
baby. You still got it.
I just wish like I was like playing Sagat like how I used to, dude, man. Like I can't believe I got 7th fucking place in Turbo, dude. I was like, holy shit, man. I don't even play the game like, you know, like that, dude. I'm usually just playing it like casually, you know. I didn't even try until like after I started playing the arcades. I was like, dude, man, fucking Turbo's pretty fucking fun and Hyper Edition too.
It is.
But on the Xbox, they were laggy as fuck. The original ones. Remember before like the Hyper Remix and
Yeah.
I remember people wouldn't even hop on that fucking lobby.
They were bad. They were bad, bro. Damn, Dimo, chill, Dimo. Chill, Dimo.
And see, I threw the knee so he could get the first parry, and I threw the EX so I could fuck up with his parry timing.
Damn, Dimo, chill out, baby.
Damn.
I want to see you, Junior.
Oh my god, I F that up, Woody!
Damn, Demon.
You win.
Hey, is that guy still there that wants to pick up Ryu? I don't know.
It's there, dude. It's there.
Is there?
Pick a blunder? Yeah, he's there.
Oh,
alright.
yeah. Sorry.
You been watching what I was doing with the Ryu, dude? You just gotta walk him down, dude. With Ryu,
Right.
you're not really focused with offense.
Sorry.
Defense is gonna be your key, but you can turn defense into
Damn,
offense.
Suri. Hey, Suri's guy was going to the tournament too, bro.
Oh, which tournament is he going to? You streaming on YouTube or on Twitch, dude? Oh yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, right there.
It's not the Evo. Evo 2019.
Oh, dude. This will be his first Evo? Oh, shit, man. Hell yeah, dude. Go out big in Vegas. Unfortunately, you know, when it comes to, like, old school arcades, you want to go, like, to other tournaments, but Evo's still badass, dude. It's still a good enjoyment. You're still going to see some badass legends, but probably not many. Because, like, all the real old school players, they go to, like the damn arcades that they've been used to before they became known, or the ones that are, like, underground, and they are real talent, and, you know, they usually don't play, like, Evo. But what are you going for? Smash? Street Fighter? What's up? Oh, hell yeah, dude. That game is still being played competitive over there. That's for sure. Yeah. He's gonna see a lot of OGs on that game. I thought he was going there for third strike.
That was fucking badass, dude. That was a nice comeback.
Thank you. I hope he's not talking about me going to Evo.
No, dude, the demon never goes against nobody.
Yeah.
There's no mercy in this dojo.
See, like, I was trying to say, you have to excuse me, I can't, like, Dragon Punch. I do try a lot.
Well, on this game, Dragon Punch is a little bit strict. Yeah,
okay, but now I just got a PS4, right? And I'm having difficulties doing it, so...
Is this your first time playing Street Fighter?
Dude, no. He got the same problem with the controller.
I've been playing for a little bit, you know, just like
alright.
a year, you know, type thing.
Okay, let me explain. There's a thing called buffer. In Hyper Fighter, you really can't buff out the moves. But there's a technique. It's like a muscle memory. You can do this, and it was strictly on Street Fighter. Kino Fighters eventually implemented this in 13. So basically, you know what the movements are. You can, I'll show you. I'll show you once we play the set. Or if Chucky wins, like, what you need to do is, like, push the button like this, and then flick whatever motion, and then release the button. So basically, if I were to, like, throw this jab, and I already threw it, right? And I'm just walking forward and back. I can walk back, forward, and let go of jab, and boom, my move comes out. And it's called negative edge. So, for, like, the moves, when it comes to combos, a lot of pro players don't tell this to the people, specifically because they want to keep it to themselves, you know? And second of all, it's actually... Yeah.
Oh, Red Terry!
Yeah.
I can do that too.
Oh shit.
Nah, they don't have it.
Go.
Oh, okay.
I never owned Street Fighter as a kid, right? When I started collecting video games or whatever.
Right.
Street Fighter was one of the first Super Nintendo games I bought. You know, of course. Yeah. I had Tekken and shit when I was a kid. And
I'm fucking dead.
I didn't really, you know, I didn't really have any friends that had fighting games, but when I beat the boss, you know, when I was like 10, that was just shit, right?
Oh yeah, Garo, Marco the Wolves, and Last Blade 2, you will find the arcades, but there will be no tournaments. I'm sorry I cut you off, dude.
No,
Smooth Gameo was talking about those games, and I think you're next after this guy, so if I could beat this guy in third strike, I'm good.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh. Please, yes, third strike, man. Good gosh. So I'm gonna help you. Today's gonna be a lucky day, dude, man. I'm gonna help you with those uppercut inputs because which side do you feel like you struggle with? Now, my friend, he was the 2008 champion, but I knew one weak side. If I threw him the right side, it was over. There was no uppercuts coming from that guy. And I always wondered why he would throw random Hadoukens when he was trying to go for an uppercut all the time.
Right.
So the thing is, he wasn't, for some reason, like when it came to mirrored, he felt like it was mirrored. And I was like, dude, the inputs is just the same way how you do in the right side, but for some players, it's difficult.
That's why, dude. The old school people like me, we cross-handed.
Yeah, the cross-handed technique.
Man, you got it, baby.
So yeah, I got it, dude, man. I was just screwing around. I was trying to attempt to see how he would react. But Ryu can't do what Akuma does with the Tatsus, which are pretty cool. What Akuma can do off of one Tatsu, you'll get a juggle and land the uppercut. Yeah, like if Akuma spaces out the Tatsu like that.
It's the best player Cuban.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was nice. Damn, they must kill. We playing.
So,
we friends, dude. We playing. Alright, PK Blunder, kick his ass. That's what we do.
Play? Third strike?
Alright, so I may play like a couple more sets, dude, but yeah, it's that I've been working too many hours, dude.
Go for it.
Okay? So?
And I'm a bit like fucking tired, and then too, I'm gonna start working Saturdays, dude. So we're gonna have to like schedule a little bit early, like how we did it. And next time, hopefully there's no distraction this time. That way I can do like, yeah. Oh yeah. Right up. Get back off. Back off. All right. Hit the punch. And I'll do forward, down, and release. Now, I'm gonna leave you that to your homework, and I want you to practice on 10 sides with light, from medium to heavy. You do 10 of each of those on that one side. The next time you ever get the free time to go in training mode, and always practice on the other side as well too. Now keep in mind, Ryu's uppercut is never a 2-hit, so this is always going to be a 1 parry, regardless if it's a heavy, a light, or a medium. Akuma's heavy has to be parried twice. Ken's heavy has to be parried 3 times. So when you play a Ken player, it'd be safe enough to throw 2 parries because you don't ever know if they're going to throw the medium. Ken's medium punch is actually a 2-hit. But when it comes to Ryu, it's always going to be a 1-hit parry. But just because it's a 1-hit parry, you have to focus on meter. Because that's the thing where Ryu really gains these combos, is Super 1 and Super 3. He could always land that on you and throw off your parry time. And because Ryu has so much stun ability with his normals, you're mainly going to be using punches. You're not going to use any kicks. Kicks are just going to be like your neutral game to check if he's within range. But this is what you're going to use mainly for your links onto your uppercut. is either the light. You can go to light super 1, or you can go light kick, jab, light kick into super. But your main destructive tool is gonna be the heavy punch, the stand regular heavy punch, and like the close one. I don't know if you paid attention on this animation, but it's like this, because that's where you're gonna get the that little donkey kick combo. But this one, I don't know if you noticed, the one where he acts like he's throwing a cowboy. Let me win this round right here real quick. Alright, you see that punch? That kick comes out, and a lot of people forget about that shit. So, like, if you're looking for, like, let's say I'm always parrying in the fucking air, and it's always like a guess parry, you feel like it's that they're just guessing too much, you could psych them within this range and try to anti-air him with this. And if you fail with this, and he parries that, you could always throw that kick, and it's a bit delayed, and they have to parry that too. So you'll get the anti-air either way, and you'll get back to that little neutral zone too, because this kick will do the pushback for you afterwards. In fact, this kick is actually fucking annoying for Dudley, because Dudley has to get in, and he has a difficult time when coming to rushing down Ryu, because that's where he gets his advantages. The EX Fireball, you don't ever want to do it from like this distance. But if you notice, when people are whipping buttons like this, and you're just standing there, you're letting them build meter. So that's very important to know, that when they do an uppercut, and they're doing uppercut over and over, they're not mocking you when they know you're close to stun. They're building up meter so they can go for the next mix-up. But EX Fireball, you see how fast it goes?
Yeah. It's
not very good to throw it from here. You always want to throw it from within the range right outside their normals, because that's when they have to react for the 2-hit. Either they block and parry, and then they punish, but most of the time they're not really looking for that because they're too antsy of wondering, what are you going to go for? Either the sweep, are you going to rush me down? Are you going to throw me? You know, and Ryu, he's not really a rush down character. That's what makes it a little bit disturbing, because you can turn it into a rush down. Like I told you, you can make your defense into offense. And the thing is, if you get the throw, yeah, like Chucky, he's played Ryu offensively, but as the second when he picked Ken, because of his playstyle, he's able to make his Ken very aggressive. Like to a point where like I mean, it's so much pressure that he could apply to you. There's days, I'm telling you, that he's parrying the shit out of people like nothing, dude. Like you're just witnessing fucking Daigo in action.
That was fucking nice.
I'm glad I remember how to. I was actually practicing Akuma, I think maybe like 2 days ago, to remember like how to get his combos in, because I used to play a lot of Akuma. I just quit playing him because I felt like he was just too damn easy, and he had the most simplest combos ever. You see that? I got a spin kick off the fucking air. And he's a good character, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like playing a character that I feel like doesn't take much effort. I want a character that really applies to my style.
It's top tier, dude. It's top tier. Akuma's top tier.
He's top tier? Yeah, but also the fact that I don't like how the playstyle's kind of repetitively with Akuma. Because mainly, it's always going to be dive flips and this spin kick. That spin kick is going to lead a lot into combos. Now, the biggest mistake, did you know what I did?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, PK, is it PK?
Yeah.
Alright. You know what mistake I did? Can you tell me?
No, go ahead.
Oh,
Okay.
damn it!
So, you didn't pay attention too much on the fight because you weren't sure what you were looking for. The big mistake is I threw him out of the corner. You don't ever throw anybody out in the corner. Why would you throw him out in the corner to give him a reason to breathe?
When you are in the corner already.
Yeah. When you're already in the corner, you should throw them back in the corner because that's where the game is going to stay on there. You don't ever want to play the neutral game. But I threw him in the corner to see if you realized or catched anything, to think of something, to get you to think. Because this whole game, it's all about pressure, who takes advantage, walking forward, and, you know, dodging hitboxes, dude. Because there's hitboxes where you're not going to be able to land all the time. And then there's frame traps too, which you'll learn a little bit in a while that there's certain ranges you just can't jump over the fucking fireball. It's a chance and it's a risk, yeah. So Street Fighter 2 Hyper taught me more of that, and it still applies in Third Strike. The only thing is with Third Strike is you have free cancel. There's ways you can get around the like combo damage. Like you can combo off with some crazy ass shit.
I've basically learned how to block all of that stuff, not necessarily how to do it. Because people that I end up with in lobbies are really good, and like I guess the people that I've friended are really good, you know, and so I've been experienced over and over and over again just to learning how to block everything, you know. But
that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good.
You know.
That's fucking good, bro. Because it doesn't matter you're good at attacking if you don't fucking capitalize on nothing. But when somebody attacks you all the time and you got a good defense, man, that's fucking badass.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Prepare to strike.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. There you go. Good parry.
Yeah, that's a hell damn good parry too. Now you don't always want to throw the heavy out. Like if I'm close, like for instance, the heavy's only around this area, but you want to throw out your medium punch because you can always like cancel to that uppercut or crouch medium. You crouch medium punch. If I dash up to you, and you crouch medium punch, you have an option to uppercut me into super, or just medium punch into Tatsu. And now you're gonna say like, why Tatsu? Because Tatsu will push me back further from the screen, and you don't want to corner yourself. You know, you can even use the Tatsu as an option. Tatsu in the air, I would have to parry you, or you either get out of the corner. You know, but you can't make it too obvious too. I'll let you get this round a bit, dude. Get this round. So, with Ryu, the lights, you're obviously going to use them in close, but you're always going to use light kick or medium kick when it comes to the close range, because that's where you're going to get your extra damage with either, your game plan of the combos with Ryu, because Ryu's not really a combo heavy character until he's up someone's face. And it's usually just heavy punch and jock and kick EX with meter, or just heavy punch and uppercut, you know, something simple. Yeah, he's not really...
To be honest, the only way you can learn is the hard way. He's playing.
Final round.
I mean, he could play, but if he's just throwing out the normals that I tell him, he's not going to learn, because he's not been told what those normals are for.
That's right.
Now, the heavy kick is good that you threw it out, because if I didn't block it, you get knocked down. Now, you could gain advantage. See, you just let me walk back. you trying to play a zoning game when this game is not about zoning.
No, it's not.
And the only reason why I threw those fireballs is I knew you were gonna jump. So I get my combos if you jump, and if you don't jump, that's fine. I'm still gonna get it. Either way, I'll get the elbow, or I could go into shoulder to this. You know, I can open you up in many ways. I can go for a light kick, headbutt, EX, and then from there I can get the shoulder tackle into a super. You have to optimize what you have and what meter you're working with. What meter's comfortable with the character that you're comfortable with. See, Ryu, if I were to tell you to pick Super 3 because it's you know, the best in the damn game, but if you don't understand the way how the setups are, you're just gonna think, oh man, this super's just crap. This is just fucking lies. I don't think the super works.
So now, whoever who plays this super, he knows how to play with realism. Everybody knows that.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Yeah, now.
You know what? Medium punch would be a far.
I don't have to let him fucking go close to me now.
Go.
Yeah.
Now you got me there.
Damn. See, he avoided it because of the startup too.
Yeah.
And that was bad. I should have gone for an uppercut. But even so, like, you have to realize how quick the startup is.
Oh, fuck, I choose the wrong Street Fighter. Okay. At least you put it in third strike.
Well, I got yeah. I've been waiting for this.
Hyper bomb.
Prepare to strike. Now. Fighters ready. Engage.
You see, this guy is just waiting. He was just waiting. But I didn't fail in the fucking game.
Yeah. So you are certain that you're gonna pick Ryu as a main, right? For the third strike series? PK?
No, you know, when I was playing around, I was working with like her and, you know, I don't know, I was doing lots of people really. I was kind of just finding everybody. I did like her, but really, you know, for now at least. Well, I'm still learning how to use my character. You know,
you're a Street Fighter 4 player, right?
Yeah, I've been waiting.
me? No, I'm like Street Fighter 2, really. And then I started having to play Hyper Fighter because that was the oldest online version, you know.
But let
And
me ask
then,
you this, dude. I mean, like I said, you don't feel comfortable with that controller?
well, I don't know. It's hit and miss kind of, especially with my Dragon Punches, and it just gives me an unconfident gameplay. And realistically, those are two basic things where I don't know, like.
Yeah,
I kind of know some shit like that, you know, but, you know, I don't know. Really, like, I feel like I be blocking sometimes and don't be blocking, you know, but like that right there, I should have been standing blocking, right? You know, I know shit like that, but sometimes I'll just be holding black and he'll be going down, you know, and...
So, do you think you can go, you have to go back to the arcade stick, or what?
Well, I'm not even really... That's not even my starting point, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my first Street Fighter game was Super Nintendo, you know, and really I play mostly SNK, like, I like SNK games, you know, like The Last Blade, and, you know, not to say that, it's just, I don't know, I play them all, really, just because they're all fun, but, you know, I'm a SNK,
that was a good parry right there.
Well, see, I didn't even really need to do that, but...
But you did it! And you subconscious, you did it!
Right.
That's dude, this is how it is, bro. It's like,
I just gotta be more confident, and the controller's holding me back.
No, dude.
From even, like, you know,
it's not
wanting
about being more
to...
confident.
But I need to just learn how to use my inputs, like, you know what I'm saying, more deliberately and know exactly what they can do and what they get through.
Well, that'd be good too. That's true.
Yeah.
Like
that's the ultimate form of confidence. Like you said, they don't be jumping in on each other, you know, the professionals, you know, but I don't be knowing that, like, a Tatsu into a forward heavy to make him, like, do the uppercut forward and...
Oh, that's only with the Kuma.
You know?
To keep that in mind, yeah. Like...
you know, they do, like, crazy ways of keeping space,
yeah, comboing,
you know.
Because they exploit the game, and I know the most boringest thing that everyone's gonna say is go to training, but that's how you learn. I mean, there was no other way. I mean, players back in the day in the arcade, they trained with their friends.
Yeah.
That's how they did these combos.
That's true.
Because there was like no way to pause the game and go like, you know, it was just pretty much freaking depending on a friend, learning what the character can do and learning the matchup if your character made that character. So you would learn something new, what to avoid, what to expect. Now you see why that fireball is so good. Look how much distance I got out of that corner.
Right.
So when you parry, you want to think, what are you going to punish with? And what can you punish with if you have barely any meter? What are you aiming for? What are the goals? Because if you're just parrying just to act cool and flashy, you're gonna cost your match. Really, it's gonna cost your match, and you're gonna regret doing it. Oh man, I forgot I had Super 3. Now, Ken over Ryu, Ken has a better command grab, throw, neutral throw, where he can mash with the knee and get a little bit more specific damage and still get pressure on him.
Yeah.
As Ryu, he only gets these two throws. He doesn't have a third throw. And you're gonna notice Brandy can combo off of a throw.
But you see my point with Ryu. Ryu's more defensive, and if you know how to defensive with Ryu, you can be unstoppable with Ryu. Because
you can be very monsterable. I mean, Ryu's only disadvantage is not really that many characters like even if they're top tier, it's still like a, how do you say, kind of like an even odd matchup, pretty much to say, because either way they have to respect your power that you have with Ryu, because Ryu has some fucking extraordinary power punches. And the thing is, which a lot of people don't know, if you taunt twice, you gain stun damage.
Oh yeah.
For the whole round, which is crazy. So the taunts actually do come to play, but you want to know when to do them. But the cool thing about, I've been figuring out with Ryu, dang, I'm getting a phone call, dude.
Who's calling you? Your boyfriend from Cuba?
I'm a girl, dude. Hey, I'm gonna play this last round, dude, and that's it. I'm dipping out, dude. Alright?
Come on, man. We're live at YouTube.
I'm sorry, dude, man. I'm not gonna keep her waiting, bro.
Hey, tell her we're your friends, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I told her, dude. But, you know, like, I just wanna, like, talk to her, dude, because it just sucks.
You're good, I know how it is.
Oh, shit. And you see that heavy kick she dashed in, the heavy kick, medium punch, crouch. Never do medium punch standing, because when you do it standing, you're not gonna really get a good punch. Unless you're Ken. Ken gets a better medium punch. But I'll see you guys. Take care.
Demon, you actually gonna laugh? Come on, Demon.
Yeah, dude, I gotta take this call, dude, and you know, I mean, it's already 9, dude. You know, I already won the round, so I mean, there's no point. But all right, man, peace out, guys.
All right, dude. Go talk to your boyfriend.
Hello.
Shit, Demon, dude. We're such good guys. Well, I got to speak. But I worry about him, dude, because he's going to retire games after he get married. Well, I got to speak. Yeah.
Say what?
I feel like he's going to
gonna
retire.
what?
Engage. I feel he's going to retire.
After what?
He's going to retire. Okay.
After he does. Oh, really?
There you go. Come on. There you go. You got it, baby. You got it. There you go. Every time you do that, you block down. Don't back.
Yeah,
don't walk backwards.
I was trying to block down, but you're good at the crossfit. That's crazy. I haven't gotten that yet. And I forget to you'll be using that every time, the axe kick, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
When I'm down blocking, you know, do like the opposite of an anti-air, you know, like an anti-crouch block. Like a down, I don't know, forward heavy, probably. I don't know. I need to be standing to block it. Right? I don't know. I don't know him. I try and add people like that can beat me, so a couple of them have popped in when I've been with you. But
sometimes the people who can beat you, it depends how they beat you. You know what I mean? Like
sometimes the people that can beat you, what? Let me turn my chat.
Sometimes the people that can beat you, they don't want to teach you nothing, dude.
Oh, right. That's what I'm saying, like, I don't know anybody with a mic really, you know, so it's like, that's what I'm saying, I'm blocking a lot, you know, and I'm studying what they're doing, you know, and I'm trying shit, you know. Like, it's been hours, bro, and hours, like, I'll be playing games, bro. But no, I get it. I got one friend, I started working with, he's an older dude, you know, but he's really into video games. He actually let me like do the thing with where he gave me his login shit for his, I made my PS4 his PS4, and I can download his games.
What's up, Greg?
Right?
Oh, that's cool. So he let you transfer. Hey, hold on, let me take a look. So he let you transfer the game. It's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, he gave me this game. That's how I'm playing this one right here. I have it for Switch, but
So this
the
guy
controller for that is voodoo.
He got this game downloadable. So that's
Yeah,
cool, dude.
well, he's good at it. He's been playing. He's older. So he went to the arcade like every other kid his age. And,
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, like,
but
dude.
the way he plays Guile and shit, is crazy. The way he knows how to space
So
you out
what's
with
the gamer tag?
John J from LA.
Dude, I haven't seen his gamer tag. Don't get from LA.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's good, man?
He's not,
Let's go.
he's an alright guy, but
Well, I got the picture. Yeah.
Hey, you don't play
he's kind of
online?
a
You don't play
he's kind of an
online?
asshole, to be honest. Shit.
Well, I got the
Hey,
other
every
than
good
him.
player is an asshole.
Yeah.
I know him in real life, yeah, but I hear you on that one.
Are you ready? Go.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Nice. Come on now.
See right there? See?
Come on, man. You almost got me.
Prepare to strike.
I don't know how to get out of the corner sometimes. And I don't know how to grab. Well, I do, but I don't really know how to put it into my play.
Back in the corner again.
You win.
Now, right there. Demon will told you to. Demon will tell you. Why did you do that?
Battle. Well, I got I'm waiting for this. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I'm waiting for this.
And so, that's my question. Why you do that?
Prepare to strike.
Oh,
Now.
what? I'm sorry. I was thinking that's what you were... I didn't know if you were asking me. I thought you were saying he's the type of person that would always check you, and teach you. I thought that's what you were saying. But what did I do?
Yeah.
No, yeah, what did I do? I don't know. Yeah. There's a lot of things I did. I can't explain.
Now this guy, dude. Every single.
Are you ready? Go.
Alex players, they play like this. That's all they do.
Locate?
And they try to do that stump.
The cross up? That right there?
Got me good.
Yeah, I need to play more people, like, I need to play as Zangief more, I need to play as Dolphin more, Wonka, because I've, like, never played everything, because for one charge character to go, I feel like, forget Dragon Quest, anyways, then I'll know what to expect more, you know, and when people throw a Hadouken at me, you know, like, I know that Zangief's windmill thing can, Hadouken will go through it, right? So it's a way to like, it's like a dragon punch, right? It can counter a fireball, right?
That's right.
So if I had, I'm just saying, if I had done that myself, then I would know.
Look at that, he's right quick.
Crazy. I don't even know what the point is. It's like, this doesn't even go against your score, right?
No,
your ranking or anything?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
But people do that.
Yeah, you were saying about the network issue. Like, I don't even play ranked match because it takes like literally 20 minutes to find a match. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm never fight nobody. Well, I got the picture. What is that?
Like, I'm not even ranked because I don't play ranked match. You know?
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Are you ready? Go.
Do you know who Games Time 1 is?
No. I don't.
He's one of the guys that I play with that. He's pretty cool. Yeah, but I don't talk to him much, but he was okay. I added him to a party and he was like, yeah. Like the first thing he said was like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, you know, what's up? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, you know, I just wanted to, you know, see if you want to get shit talk, you know, all we got. And he was like, oh yeah, you know, okay. You
Well,
know,
most people don't want to
cool.
talk, dude. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
I feel it, you know, I mean...
There you go.
I don't know.
You see what you did?
Yeah.
What's that stuff? You like it or what? Did you? What you do? Ah, damn it! That was good.
Final round. Engage.
But he was pretty cool, you know, in the end. He was like, oh, I'm gonna put you in training mode, you know. And he's like a black belt, you know, whatever. If that matters, I don't know.
What?
Like, you know how they rank in this game, the black belts and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
How many games you played with? He just like, he usually plays Hyper Fighter, and he just does that cross up with Ken.
Oh,
You know,
everybody
every
knows
time-
that close up, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, my bad, bro.
Let's fun, dude. I mean, let's play that.
It's just like a habit.
I know this is your game, and you gotta no, and this, you gotta stick with this game.
I don't even know how to block a throw. Like, how do you block a throw, bro? By punching, right?
No, you can't. You
Like a
can't
light
block
punch,
a throw.
right?
You can't block a throw.
Can't block a throw?
No, dude. If they grab you, grab you.
Like, how did you just throw me like that?
That's right, because I get close enough to you to throw you.
See, I was supposed to dragon punch like that. I tried.
Yeah.
And you just, are you pushing any direction?
Well,
Button?
I put you forward, you.
You pushing forward? Okay.
Yeah,
You don't let go of the button?
forward heavy or forward medium. Okay.
You have to be pushing forward?
Yeah, you have to. Or backwards.
Okay.
Ow.
Okay.
Battle. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
He brings his friends back, dude.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Get to the minute, the Street Fighter King is back! Oh, I'm not the King. Thank you for saying that, but I'm not.
You gotta invite me to do a King of Fighters game though.
Huh? Who?
King of Fighters? You.
Oh yeah, dude, but I mean, I play King of Fighters and Xbox 360, bro.
Oh, not on SharePlay?
No, dude. Because it's lagging, bro. It's gonna lag.
Oh. Wow. I never thought about that.
Yeah, it's lagging, bro.
So, if you wanted to, I have
yeah.
like an Xbox, the original Xbox.
The
The
360?
original Xbox. No, the one before it.
Oh, yeah, what's up?
It's modded, so it has like 10,000 games on it. It's like 14,000 games.
Dude, I got one like that too. I do.
So it's got, all the old arcade games.
Yeah.
So I've played those just messing around, and I'm in love with CRT technology, and I've just now started
Did you
for
do
the past year or so
Did you do
really
the mod
researching.
yourself, or somebody else do it?
What? The RGB mods?
Yeah.
Well, it's not that hard. It's really just kind of knowing what to do, and once somebody knows what to do and they tell people, it's just taking the information from the CRT gun. It goes to this computer chip called the Jungle chip, and it just gives the on-screen display the red, green, and blue color information, and you basically just override the composite image. I don't know, it's just taking the image and dissecting it, because that's what RGB TV is composite. You know what I'm talking about right now?
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay, composite, like the yellow, white, and red chords.
That's the RGA.
RCA, yeah. They have lots of names, but the RCA chords, right? The red, white, and yellow. The two red and white, those are for like audio, left and right speaker, and the yellow is video. But what you might not know is that there's like a shit ton of information in that white, or in that cord, the yellow one. Yeah. So RGB TVs have inputs on the back of the TV for all of that information separately. So it's got not 3 but like 7, right? So all the red color spectrum information is going to its own dedicated input, and it has its own fucking thick ass cord, right? Color coded,
Yeah,
and
I know
got
what
like,
you mean.
right? So it just cleans up the signal, and they're used for like security companies, like like in some rich dude's house they'll have like a little tiny monitor. That thing costs like $4,000, right? The Sony BVM 20F1U, the Sony BVM 20F1U is a $20,000 20-inch CRT monitor. It's not a TV. Yeah, I'm not joking. I have an 8,000 one, and it's a Mitsubishi, right? It's 35 inches though. So you remember in like the like late
wait,
90s, the early
wait.
2000s, like a huge
So,
CRT was like
are you
expensive,
telling me?
$2,000.
Are you telling me, dude? Excuse me. Are you telling me
Go ahead.
that the fucking RCA connection and
Mhm.
the yellow fucking thing, it got more information that costs money, dude? But it's like a
Yeah, if you have a TV that can accept each one of those, like check this out. This is where it's like kind of silly because in Europe they have all of their TVs, every fucking TV, every CRT TV had what's called a SCART connection on the back, which is like it's almost
fucking,
like
two
yeah.
two bolts, like two fucking. I know what you're talking about.
Like, you remember, like, you hook a computer up to, like, a monitor, and it's got the blue cord that's got the screws on each side that you screw in?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
It's kind of like that. It's, like, a huge one, right? And it's like, you put your VCR plugs in like that,
it's like
and shit.
It's like the old school Atari did.
Right. It's the RGB, like the Commodore 64 RGB computers, monitors and stuff. Yeah. That just means red, green, blue, right? RGB, but it basically means that it can. It's like the HDMI of analog TV, signals, and that's what these games ran on. So.
But let me ask you this: why did it cost that much, dude? Why?
Because they're high quality studio like equipment. Like.
Oh shit.
My school at Saline, Michigan. Fucking one of the richest parts in town had like $1 million news thing in the technology room. Like we had. Like big cameras with teleprompts on the front, a huge studio with glass, with the huge ass soundboard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know how much? It wasn't even that much equipment, but it was a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like the camera I made a music video with was like used in the professional realm. Oh my bad, bro. Was that? Oh, okay, that's not me. Okay, shit, I hit circle. But no, so they're just
let's go back because this is too much information.
Let me just say real quick, these are basically huge arcade monitors because arcade boards outputted true RGB analog signal, which these TVs nowadays are digital, right? Even CRTs later in the day, Sony Trinitrons became digital, had digital upscaling, shit like that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I know you have this Xbox with all these 10,000 games. I had the same as yours, but
right.
The
Just a
only
modern
thing that I
Xbox.
have is the Mame All X. That movie, arcade, machine, system. Stuff on it, and I can't figure it out. I'll download it. The Mame All X. Correct?
Huh.
Remember all these arcade games from the 80s and the 90s?
Yeah. Oh, you don't have that?
I don't have it. So, can you hook me up?
I can. I mean, I really can. I can give you a guy, that did mine. He's like super professional, does them on eBay.
Okay,
right? But I met him. He's from my town.
Because
you can send him your Xbox and he'll probably download the shit. And just send it back. Because he does it. But you should check him out because he like mods them too. I'm not really into modding consoles. I'm like a minimalist, But he like puts the lights in them and all types of shit.
I try to keep these games alive. That's why sometimes like he check my channel.
I showed him the Crystal Xbox that's clear, and he put his own. Oh, and I was like, check this guy out because he's spray painted. He usually paints in this shit, right? the outside, but this guy took a clear one and spray painted the inside,
Oh,
and then put it back in.
That's fucking
That shit was
badass.
dope because you could see
That's
all the
fucking
veins.
dope.
That shit was sick, you know, really. And he did that,
So
you know,
why did that
and
land,
sold
bro?
it on
Fuck
eBay
that,
for like
yeah.
$500.
You next, bro. You next, bro. You next.
Yep.
Dude, I paid $1,000.
You can look his name up. His name is KB Scooby. He's from my hometown. I found him on Craigslist, but he showed me his, you know, he was like, you know, I'm on eBay, really.
Dude,
you know, I just throw it on my
Send
Craigslist
me a message,
or not.
dude. Send me a message,
Yeah.
and, dude, people, I don't want people to forget all the games. Like, people
Yeah, no,
forget
me neither.
about
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden for Nintendo, dude. People forget about, dude, Contra.
Contra?
Dude, it's fucking ridiculous how people forget about games. And then, dude, they, like I said, bro, and even on the memes, they just think, like everybody thinks that Dio was the best player in the world in Street Fighter Third Strike, but happened is not.
Round 2.
So it's a lot of misinformation out there because there's a lot of players out here, dude, who destroy him like nothing. But they never have the time or the money to do that. Like I never went to Evo, dude, and because I don't have the time, dude, and to go for that shit. But dude, the new King of Fighters champion, I destroy him like nothing, dude. And it's sorry, dude. It pissed me off. Like how the fuck is that crazy? Like I don't know. It's like we go backwards, dude. Honestly, it feels like that. Dude. Like we going backwards on gaming skills. Like now everything is about just like Smash Brothers, dude. I don't understand why everybody dude loves that game. It's not a real fighting game, dude. It's just a Smash fucking game, dude. Like, what the fuck is that?
What game? What game
Smash
you talking about?
Brothers. Smash Brothers.
Oh.
Go.
Yeah, I never played that as a kid, to be honest.
Dude,
I bought it for the Switch and I had fun
is
with
so
it.
fucking big, bro. Alright. Hey, Evil Real's coming, baby. Evil Real. My friend.
Alright.
Yeah, Evil Real is the fucking monster, dude. Of course I'm not a bitch. Ah, damn it. My niece's birthday.
Fighters
Oh, word.
ready. Engage.
Alright, let's do this. Come on. Yeah, man, I can punish you.
Yeah, I didn't even do that. Yeah.
So you can get me there right there, dude. When I was close to you, you can do the super.
Final round. Now.
I forgot I had switched it to that one. I didn't even do it. I'm not used to playing first player.
Like my record, I don't know, dude. I don't keep track of that shit. Sorry, Kentucky missionary. I don't keep track of that shit. 95, 9
Battle. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
This girl is nothing but stun. But
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
That Street Fighter 5 messed me up too, because I feel like it let me get away with a lot more stuff. So when I downloaded this, you know, it's like playing the first Street Fighter.
no, fool, I don't watch today.
Are you ready?
You play Street Fighter 2 your whole life. Oh, you're good. Then you go to play Street Fighter 1 and the Hadoukens are just crazy. You know. So I gotta get used to it.
Well, you play Street Fighter 5,
Well, no, I mean, you know, I play all of them kind of, but not really, you know. I just started with that one. That was the first one I had for this. I got this for my Switch, but the controller is, you know, lame, so. Pro controller, yeah.
You win.
But dude, and you getting a Switch? No, because dude, like I say, we go back again, bro. And this and Switch, dude, is something else.
I had Switch before I had this, so I just had to get it, of course, for that.
Well, that's true.
Battle. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for it.
So because you loyal
I have the King of Fighters. I have the King of Fighters collection for PS2, Anthology,
Oh hell yeah, that's what I do.
and the Samurai Showdown one as well. It's got Samurai Showdown one's got every Samurai Showdown.
Dude, let me tell you a story, dude. Let me tell you a story how fucking people with money mess with me. Alright. When PlayStation 2 came out with the King of Fighters collection, dude, I was blown away. And then Xbox came out with the King of Fighters Nail Wave. So I buy the damn system just to play the King of Fighters. Just for it.
Right.
Then, oh what the fuck?
Damn.
And then, I keep playing, you know, the game and everything. And then the 360 came out. And I played the game, and it came out with a King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match. Oh, what the hell? Really? Oh my god. Alright, let me beat this guy, bro.
Final round. Go.
Who call me? Angel, don't call me Angel. I'm playing, baby. Oh, really? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Fuck you. Let's go. Come on.
You know what the Sega Naomi is?
No?
The Dreamcast? You know the Dreamcast,
Oh
right?
yeah! The system for the arcade.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
the Naomi is the Dreamcast, but in the arcade.
Yeah, it was the arcade, yeah. Sega Naomi.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have one of those too.
Okay, hold on. Don't too ready. I gotta take a lick. Shit, I'm with 10.
Alright.
Dude, you have one of those?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool, dude.
I wanna get like SNK vs Capcom on it.
Okay.
Or wait, no. Yeah, SNK vs Capcom. Is that what it is?
That's it, the first one, yeah.
2? Yeah, and stuff, yeah. But it doesn't have I don't know why they would call it Capcom if it doesn't have like Mega Man in it and stuff. That just now seemed weird to me when it usually probably didn't, because yeah, that's what it's called. But
see,
yeah,
let me tell you, dude. Like, Sega games just came out, dude. They came out with the 98, and I buy the system just for it. Let's go, dude.
yeah, 98 is my favorite. 98 and 2002 are my favorite King of Fighters games.
Get ready, bro. Get ready.
Oh shit, hold on.
Okay, so my point is this. Any system that they came by with the King of Fighters, dude, I'm gonna buy it, dude. I'm gonna support SNK, dude. SNK, it was the fucking crime.
Yeah, well, I got
Yeah, they're my
It was a clown.
they're my favorite. Yeah. I told you I had one of their arcade machines. I've really just been buying the hardware though, no game. You know what I'm saying?
Just buy, dude. Dude, that shit's expensive, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of
Oh,
getting
hell
that
yeah, dude.
super expensive.
Dude, another game, badass game. Marvel Super Heroes vs. Street Fighter, dude. That game, dude. What the fuck?
into the heat of battle. Go for it.
And yo, just shut the fuck up and join the game, and yo.
I mean, I have all the games on my Xbox. You know what I'm saying? I just,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, and the modifier, of course.
Final round.
Dude,
Engage.
you know what you do. You're supposed to stream those games.
Yeah. I stream this a lot. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but stream for a couple hours here and there. You know.
Hell yeah.
You win.
Angel, where you at, Angel? Ooh, third strike.
Battle. Well, yeah, I've been waiting for this. Into the
Damn,
heat
bro,
of
I'm
battle.
fucking
Go
drunk
for it.
already.
You know what's crazy is there's this thrift store in a town that I grew up in, right? And I went there and was looking for old games. Sometimes they usually have like sales stuff for, you know, weird consoles, you know, nothing like super interesting. But sometimes you'll have a game for the Genesis or something, you know. And I went there, asked every employee, like made it really kind of awkward for every employee because I went up to him and asked
Prepare
if
to
they had
strike.
any old,
Now.
you know,
Hey, what do you say?
games, right? They were all like, no, you know, and they'd be all in this spot, you know, and I told them all I looked at, right? And right, you know, that was kind of the thing, and I was about to leave, right? And then this lady came running up to me and was like, here, you know, I found this game. I think she might have said, or maybe I'm just putting this in slowly, but I think maybe one of the employees was going to buy it, or they hadn't put it on the shelf yet, or something, you know? And it was Samurai Shodown 1, right? The Genesis.
Which one was?
That the Samurai Shodown 1.
Oh,
Number
really?
1. For the Genesis, yeah, like in the box and everything, really nice.
In the box.
Yeah, So I was like, oh, you know, cool, thanks. And you know, they had like $4.95 or whatever. But they like write on stuff with like a crayon almost, you know, like an oil thing. I don't know. But, anyways, I took it home and was like blown away. You know, I was like, wow, this is fucking like beautiful. You know, it's crazy. But I looked it up, and that was the first time I played a SNK game. You know what I'm saying? Or I might have played like Commando or some old game, like I said on my Xbox. You know what I mean? But that was my start of my falling in love with them. You know, and I learned all about their history and.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
You know,
SNK, dude, SNK got a fucking beautiful story, dude.
Yeah.
I grew up with
It drove me
I
to.
grew up with Captain too, but at the same time, dude, fucking Captain hell out, dude.
I was born in 1990, so.
1990?
You know, so I didn't have many games, you know. But,
I'm 14 years older than you.
Oh, what? See, you know what I'm saying? You were able to like, I don't know. That was when I was older, you know. They had moved on with this, you know what I'm saying? I was PS1 was my main console. I remember I had a Genesis when I was really young, you know, but you know, PS1 I had Metal Gear Solid and
hell yeah, Metal Gear Solid, dude.
You know, Final Fantasies. This dude that lived across the street from me, I went over there and yeah. This is a funny story. I woke up to walk to school one day, and
you're welcome.
I look across the street, and my dad's truck is across the street, right? So I went over there and knocked and was like, hey, is my dad here? You know, and they were like, oh, you know, hey, good to you. And my dad came walking out, you know, and I was like, oh, hey, what's up? Why are you here? You know, and he was like, oh, this is, you know, Rob and Bill, you know, and whatever, you know. But I walked in, and I was like 8, right? And they were like 20 something, 23 kind of thing. And maybe 25. You know, one was 23, one was 25, right? And the older brother was like, was really into RPG games.
Dude,
right?
let me tell you, let me tell you a story about RPG games. Let me tell you something about RPG games. The first time that I got introduced to RPG games, it was with Zelda and Nintendo.
Oh,
that
word,
was
yeah.
the first fucking time. The second time was Final Fantasy VII for PS1, dude. That was awesome, dude. You know how long it took me to finish the fucking game? A year.
Right.
A fucking year, dude. Because back in the day, yeah, of course it was quality guides and everything. But they just tell you which,
I know, bro.
which spot was this is, which fucking
I have
enemy
2
does
games
the
for the
damage.
Game Boy Color that I haven't finished. The Ocarina, like Zelda games, the Oracle of Time and the something of Seasons. But those are some of the games that he gave me. But I fucking dug.
Ocarina of Seasons, yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
those fucking systems, dude, they were badass, dude.
You know how you can like get the shovel in those games, and you can like dig and find like
Oh yeah,
holes, you know. I literally dug every.
I did too, bro. I did too. Because,
I did every.
dude,
You know what I'm saying?
because I feel like, oh, maybe I found something that
For
I'm
hours,
not supposed
dog.
to be here.
Bombing every wall.
Every fucking thing that is supposed to be there, dude. I tried to find it, dude. I just tried to do it because I was feeling like, oh shit, maybe I'm gonna find something here.
Right.
Hold on,
There's got to be
hold on,
something.
hold on,
Yeah.
Wait. Alright, let's do this. Sorry, dude. Sorry. Thank you.
You did?
Oh, nice. Let me get that back for you.
I didn't even do that.
That was nice, too.
That's not been working for me a lot. Like,
Now.
I probably look like I'm just spamming buttons and over again and they're not working. Like when I just be kicked, like that was supposed to be a Tatsu. You know what I'm saying? But he just...
That was nice, that was nice.
You win.
Look at me, Angel! Where's fucking Angel? Fucking Angel. Ooh. See him. Oh, fuck! Okay.
Battle. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Ooh, it's madman.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
They say that. Never mind. These friends are gonna be into this girl.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Are you allowed to stream on Twitch or YouTube while somebody else streams on another one?
No, dude, yeah, I'm allowed to stream.
Like if I was streaming on Twitch right now, would that be allowed? We're both streaming on different things.
Yeah, you're kind of allowed to do that, dude. You're talking about you want to stream it and,
Well, I don't right now, but yeah, I do stream, and I was just thinking, you know,
yeah, well, hey,
would
bro.
there be a conflict of
Yeah,
interest?
bro.
No, I don't need to right now. I'm not, you know.
Oh, come on now. Ah, he got me. He got me there.
Are you ready? Go.
She just looks weird.
Damn.
Final round. Go.
He almost got me, bro. He almost got me. You gotta give it to him. Ah.
Battle. Well, I got yeah.
Really?
Fighters ready. Engage.
That his brother's name in the game? Young.
Which one?
Young?
Fight
The
him.
character Young?
Engage.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's crazy. I play with the guy that just fucking, it's kind of like the Ken thing in hyper fighting, you know, like just, if you don't know how to block that first cross up, then you kind of, you know, because you just get stunned, you know? But it's in this game, and he just keeps juggling you. It's crazy.
Oh, it's him, Jan. This guy, Jan.
Final round. Go for it.
Well, he can do it too, probably. I'm sure, but the guy that I was playing with uses the other dude. You know, with the hat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But they're brothers, right? So I'm sure that they're like probably the same, or are they different?
No, they're brothers.
Right. It could be him, though, to be honest. And like I said, I'm new to this game. I know Daigo be using that guy too. That character, the one we were just talking about.
Battle.
The only reason why I don't like playing, and I'm not saying I don't like playing these games, but there's just a lot of things I don't utilize, so I feel like I'm being
What?
you know,
Dude,
you have the advantage. No, that's what I'm saying. Because you know how to utilize the carry.
Let me tell you this. Everybody loves it. But my point is this, bro. I mean, are you really want to learn about this game? That's my question.
Ooh. Yeah, this is the ultimate destination, you know, because it is the most complex.
And this game is for 1998, dude. When you were like 8 years old.
I was 8, yeah.
And you can take one learn. You got the opportunity
In my mind.
And you got the opportunity to learn about this game, and you just let it go. I mean, my observation is, you have to play this game. You have to, because you learn how to play this game. Okay, let's see this. Why?
I hear that. And why am I subjecting myself to not all information? Basically,
So now this guy is me.
I'm just starting at the roots. You know, I'm trying to keep that in mind. You know, but
now,
that's why I'm. You know, this is great experience for me. You know, it's experience.
Which is good, dude.
Right. I study this shit, bro. I fall asleep to competitions, you know what I'm saying, tournaments.
Oh, come on, dude. Alright.
Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Go.
Yeah, it's a group for you, boy. Ah, damn it.
You win.
Hey, you're in the party, Angel. Are you there? God damn, first time I lost in like, I don't know, 30 matches. 30 matches. I'm fucking drunk already.
Battle. Well, I got the picture.
Yeah, I gotta take a leak, bro. I'll be back real quick.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Prepare to strike. Now. Fighters ready. Engage. You win. Battle. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Into the heat of battle. Go for it. Fighters ready. Engage.
What's going on, guys? I'm back. There we go. You got it, baby. You got it, baby. Stop jumping. You got your middle punches. Come on. Use your middle punches.
Yeah, I like. Yeah.
Use your middle punches. Dude, use your middle punches, baby.
That's probably the hardest thing I have is my index fingers.
You got six.
I just
you got six.
forget about them.
Buttons.
Forget about them.
You got 6 buttons, bro. You know that, right? I mean, I'm just saying, bro. You got 6 buttons, dude.
Well, I got
And you
yeah,
have to know how to use all of them.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, no, I fully hear
Look,
that.
watch.
I
This
fully hear that.
is one thing you can learn how to be.
Prepare to strike.
Watch.
That's what I was
Now.
trying to say. I'm not focusing on it.
See that?
Now!
Oh, shut up! Giant bitch!
Go for it.
There you go. Come on, bitch. Come on. Ah, he got me. He got me. He got me. I got it back. See that? You got all the buttons, dude. Hey, Angel! What are you on, Angel? You gonna join or what?
Battle. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
What are you at? Are you gonna join the room? Join the party! Ah, you fucking offline again.
Well, I got the
Alright,
picture.
alright.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Angel, you suck.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Ah, I'm taking a bit for this shit. Alright, you're taking a dump. Enjoy the dump. When you finish taking a shit, oh my god. Jessica!
That's what I was saying,
Go for it.
And you're taking a big shit, dude!
I need to focus on what buttons are actually needing.
What the hell is this guy doing, dude?
That'll
You win.
It is, dude,
Make
it
me
is!
wanna
Let him surely, dude. I
improve
mean,
my
it's just...
L1 and L1.
Are you
I'll
ready,
use
bro?
my triggers more. Yep.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Come on. What's up, baby?
Battle.
¿Ah? Oh, sí, es que decía que está tirando una...
I've been waiting for this.
Fíjate. Oh, digo.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Fighters ready. Engage.
Well, it does suck for this, but it is in the game, dude. It's valid. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Nice. See that? I never let you go out of the corner. And you always try to get the fuck out of there. It's not that.
You're saying I should try and get out more?
You start to get out. You always have to get out of the corner.
Well,
The
I
corner
got
is,
yeah, I'm waiting for this.
like, you can put me in the corner, dude. You're gonna actually get me out of the corner. You.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Oh, look at this guy.
See how you threw right there? I wouldn't know to throw.
You
Yeah,
can do that.
Yeah, I could, but I don't. You know, I haven't. I'm not experiencing it. I haven't deduced it. You know, I'm deducing it. Figuring out what works. You know, I don't really have many people to talk about it with, talk it out with.
Well, it's just, like I said, dude, it's all about like the people.
Like your homeboy that was talking about all the EX
Demon?
moves. I don't. Yeah, demon.
Dude,
You know,
it's a fucking master,
that's the
dude.
supers, right? Yeah. That's cool, man. I appreciate that opportunity to play something like that. Really, you know, it means a lot. But some of the stuff he was saying was just complicated.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
remember
I listen to you, bro.
Now.
Well, especially, you know, like I said, I'm just inexperienced at this game too, so if you want to tell me that, you know, a Tatsu goes through a sonic boom, you know, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get out of Guile. Just don't.
No, dude, but
Yes, but
my point is, dude.
if he flash kicks you, then, you know,
No, dude. My point
that's how
is,
he can counter, you know. I know that language.
everybody
Go
knows
ahead.
how to counter, dude. You just need to.
Right.
I mean, you have, dude. Like, hold on. I'm gonna invite you to another room because my friend wants to play. Hold on.
Alright.
Hold on. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. I gotta invite this fucking guy to the fucking party because he's offline. And I invited to the party. I think I invited already. I did. Yeah. Finally! Angel! 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 I didn't invite you guys. Dude, you didn't even fucking play it, Angel. Oh my god, dude. This fucking Angel, you didn't even play Angel. Oh, damn it, dude. This fucking guy is lagging bad, dude. Are you there, dude?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Okay.
Hey,
No, you're good. I'm just making sure.
anxiety, you know?
I'm in the lobby.
Oh, I told you.
Oh.
Tell me I'm busy. How are you?
Are you busy? Night Trevino, finally! It's Able, it's Able or what? Dude, what's up? What's up? Hold on. Alright, let's do this.
Battle. Well, I got it. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Are you ready? Go.
There you go. Now we come together. There you go. Oh, that was nice.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Where the fuck out there, yo? Come on. Ah, damn it to hell. I'm too fucking drunk.
You win.
Let me get another beer. Yeah. Hey, baby. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Ah, shit! Sorry guys, I didn't push the triangle. Un abrazo, Chiqui! Un abrazo, yo. I love you, that chicky baby. What's up with that shit? I'm not laughing, but... You know what that means, chicky baby? God protect you, the angels when you're sleeping. That's what that means. Yeah, that's what that means. That too. You never. And that is just a punk. It's alright. It's alright. So who's next? Ah, damn it, yeah. How you doing,
Didn't
dude?
you have somebody else in the party?
Yeah, Nitrino. That's my boy. It's a monster in it. Right now, I fucked up. I'm gonna fuck him up right now. It's just real. Wow. And you shut up and you just watching the stream. I'm gonna kick his ass in a minute, bro. Don't worry. Oh, excuse me. Pinche Ángel, yeah, pinche. Alright. You see this guy? You see this guy? Hey, you better click the triangle. Click your blunder. There we go. I'm gonna fuck this tutu up. Let's go.
Battle. Well, I got the picture.
Oh.
Yeah.
God damn it, see? When they choose that thing, charge, they know how to play that game.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Let's go.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Cabrón. Damn it. ¡Ah! ¡La pinche cara me la dio, güey! ¡Qué culero! Ajá. Let's do this.
The heat of battle. Go for it.
¡Chiputa! God damn it, son of a bitch!
You win.
Alright, he got me. He got me, dude. He got me. Alright, there you go. You gotta do it, bro. You gotta do it. It's a monster, dude. This guy is one of the best in the world, dude. He's not.
I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
And get shut up!
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Prepare to strike. Now.
Ya se la sabía este cabrón.
Are you ready? Go!
It's good.
You win.
I told you, bro. And there's no mercy. This motherfucker's no mercy.
Battle.
So what do you think? Come on, give me the info. Come on, talk to me.
I got the picture.
No,
About what?
Yeah, I'm waiting for
about this guy.
Enter the heat of battle. Go for it.
I will say I haven't seen many people play Chun-Li, especially in this game. So I haven't really seen what she's capable of, to be honest. Isn't this the game with when Daigo and that one kid, oh, what's his name? I don't know. Isn't this the game where Daigo did that crazy parry?
Yeah?
Yeah.
What?
Enter the heat of battle. Go for it.
Holy shit.
Final round. Go.
Se lagueó. He's lagging bad now.
You win. Battle.
I just want to say this.
I got the
And yo,
Yeah,
stop.
well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
What the hell?
Do you know this guy too?
Fighters ready.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Engage. Fighters ready. Engage.
Easy money, baby.
Wait.
Easy money.
I gotta say, bro, I'm sorry. I'm eating on some snacks and stuff, and
Yeah, me too.
I
Hold
don't
on,
wanna be
don't go anywhere. I gotta take a leak too.
yeah,
Don't-
I don't want
don't-
to be all
don't
up
go
on the
anywhere.
stream crunching.
Golly, Jack. You worried about the fucking thing? Hold on, boys. Hold on, boys. Yeah, the thing about drinking beer is that you always have to take a fucking break. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Alright, we can go. Alright, shit. Oh, I'm in my controller, right? Let's go, bro. Let's do this.
Battle. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Are you ready? Go. Are you ready? Go. You win.
That was nice. That was nice. Oh, the other guy left?
Battle. Well, I got the picture. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Oh, now he's mad, dude. Now he's mad.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Oh, what the hell, dude? What's up with your leg, bro? What's up? Angel! Oh my god, dude. Dude, what's up? Oh, it's because Abelito. Chucky! Dile a Abuelito que deje de jugar Fortnite. That's fine.
Right.
Damn, dude, what's up, nigga? Damn, bro. Damn, bro, what's up? Oh, Nicolas!
Final round. Now.
Ay, no mames. Te la cagaste con tu lag. Ouch. Hasta me dolió el brazo. Ah.
Battle.
Sorry guys, I gotta go. Thank you. Volante elegante.
Well, I got the picture.